about now? What about what about I'm falling again. I'm falling. I don't want to do this today. I don't want to do this today. I'm tired. I love my mom. I woke up this morning and I said, what day is it? It's Monday. Fuck. I feel every bit of Monday. I feel it in my soul. I feel it in my heart. I feel it in my throat. I feel it in my body. I feel it. My husband got sex last night. Been a long time. And it was, oh, Joanne, if you're here, get out. This is not the channel for you. Or any of the family members. That doesn't want to hear about it.
Get off.
So, Dan is happy today. We had the whole kit and caboodle. I let him touch me. I let him do things that are unspeakable on these apps. He is one happy man. He is on cloud 5006. If there was a number, he's happy this morning. I'll let him. Mama got her tingle back. No. So I have a funny story about the book, but Mama had a grand finale. We both came together as one in a final firework of explosions. We did it. I was proud. But can you believe I got a headache and my back ached right after that? Isn't it supposed to help you? Isn't it supposed to relieve those things? The origami gave me a fucking migraine. Maybe because it's been so long, my body had no idea what was happening. My body was like, what? So after we were done, I said, did that feel different? Did that feel weird? He was like, yeah, it was quite different. Why is that? He's like, well, what the hell is happening? Whatever's happening inside your body, that was different. I went in shock. No, but I was searching, Jason. I was searching for a visual, and it was just, I can't search. You know, it's got to come to me, or else, well, then my mind goes.
I am ready, but I discovered another thing last night.
Hi, Sarah.
Blueberry Pop-Tarts don't do it.
I love blueberry.
Hello?
I'm sorry, Sarah. So, anywho, we both had origamis. It was great. It was wonderful. But it fucked me up. The origami gave me heart palpitations, gave me a headache, gave me a backache, and it made me feel blue. So, fuck the origami. Did you hear my husband? He said I'm the weirdest fucking person in the world. Anywho, yes I am. There you have it. So, the book. So I started reading the book. The Dungeon and Lions and Dragons and Thorns. Whatever it is. All those go. There was not a lot of positions. It was just one. There's so many different emotions. Well, if this is what an origami feels like, I don't like the residual effects. It's like I come off the world's biggest high and then fell flat on my face with injuries. Shit. I think we're just better off with a thank you. Wham bam, thank you, honey. Anywho, Julie's confused. I mean, BJ. Dan and I had an origami, which when two people come together and fireworks, forget that.
I think we solved a lot better than we solved some real problems. I slept absolutely.
I cannot.
slept like 7 hours.
I can. Dan may not walk out here on the treadmill for reasons we can't discuss. So he is, and it takes him out.
I think I found the cup.
Of course. Now Dan found the missing link to his sleep. His origami. Touchy, tippy, tickle, tickle. I allowed him to do it all. I had allowed him to tickle, to flick, to fluff, and to pluck. Yeah. So we're feeling like he's. You notice he can't come over here. Well, he woke up ready to do it again. Now, see, that's the problem. Women, that's the problem. This is, yes, he slept and he's erect. That's the problem. You give him an inch, they want a fucking marathon. You know what I mean? He was tickling me, GSR. He was flicking, fluffing, plucking, and shoving. Tickle. Anywho. So, no, it was locked. You know, when you're in compromising positions like we were last night, not really, just one, but your body's, you know, wide open. It's not one you want anybody to walk in on. But that's the problem. Like 5 minutes after he recovered, I thought he died. You know how they say sometimes men, you know, heart attack in the process? I said, honey, you all right? Are you, hello? Are you alive? See, I killed you. That's all it took. Shit. I could have done that a lot quicker. Yeah, anywho. So, no, he was breathing, but that took a lot out of him. I mean, he's 56. That's why you can't allow the shenanigans like this all the time, right? Because how do you match that? How do you match it? So I told him, well, this should be good for 3 months. He didn't like that. So now he expects it every day. Now we can't be fumbling and tickling and slipping and sliding every day. You know what I mean? I don't want to fumble every day. I don't want tickles, rubbies, you know, pluckies, fluffies every day. But now you gave him a little taste. Now he wants the whole kit and caboodle. He wants it all. He wants, you know, see? You can't allow that. I gotta set my boundaries back. 3 months it is. Tickle, flickle, rubby, tuggy. I would say maybe once or twice a week. You know what I mean? Not every day. You know, you gotta get it in really quick sometimes. I don't wanna fluff around. I was too much fluffing last night. I let him have it. I was nice. I opened up. I let him explore. Joanne, if you're here, get out. And yeah, 5 minutes after, once I realized he didn't die, he said, God, it's almost as if I don't remember just what happened. What? What? You forgot. So now he was trying to get it again. What is wrong with him? What? No, it happened. I'm fine. Now my body's in shock, and I gotta make sure I don't die. Relax, buckwheat. Maybe I quickly ran out of the house. I heard him getting up. I knew he was gonna try to get it in. I tiptoed so quickly out of the house. I was like, fuck, let me get on my treadmill really quick. Oh, jeez. Anyhow, so here I'm at. All you people, just give it up to him. Just let him tingle his way through it. Just why? This is why. Because now I ain't gonna get anything done. I'm gonna be on my back, spread eagle. Because he's thinking about it for the Lord of Beasts. It was, yeah, he's all excited. He's gonna have a permanent boner all day long. I didn't want it, Samantha. Oh, so I got in bed. This is how all the shit started, right? He was trying to make the moves, and I said, no, all right, let's go, let's get it, let's do it. And he's like, I don't want to be rushed. Fucking damn. I don't want to be rushed. I mean, now you're being picky? You've been bitching about not having sex, and now you're picky. I want to take my time. Fuck, who has time? Who has time? I want to read my new book, Tingles. I'm trying to get my tingles back and help you out, motherfucker. That's how it all started. So he didn't want to do it because he didn't want to be rushed. Dan's like a easy lover, you know, a slow lover with a gentle touch, you know. I want a lover with he's a slow hand. I want a lover with an easy touch. He wants the easiest touch his fucking whole way through. Dan needs like an hour. Who fucking wants an hour? I don't want an hour of escapades, sexcapades, in and out. So anyhow, he didn't want to do it. So, fine. So I said, well, maybe 10 minutes. Fuck, even 10 minutes is too long. Anywho, I'm looking for 30 seconds. But as you get older, 30 seconds doesn't work anymore for men. It's a lot longer. They're not 18 anymore. So I'm good with 35 seconds. All right, fine. 47.5 seconds. Anywho, so I said, maybe we should read this book together, right? So I started reading it out loud. And Dan was like, yeah, this is a penthouse forum. No, it has to build up, Dan. Women like the build-up. We want the storyline. We want the whole story, right? So, forest, snow, bow and arrow, fairies, foes, I don't know. Dan just wants penthouse forums, you know? Like corn, you know? There's no storyline. I don't just want to see, you know, just pounding. I want one with a storyline, you know? I want romance. I want the build-up as much as you can get with that, you know? Well, anyhow, men just want the loud pounding. They don't want it. Anywho. So, we read it out loud for a little bit, and then I just got tired, so. And then that's how it all started. And then his hands started touching. His hands started tickling. It was sensual. So, my rose started opening up, and everything started opening wide. So, I just went with it. I let it just, you know, open up. I wanted a little bit of moisture, a dewy wetness on my flower. And then once you feel that, you can't go back. You can't go back. The rose was open. It was ready to bloom. So I said, well, here's our time. Let's do it. So I hope my kids are listening. They can learn a thing or two. No, I think I gotta go pee. I wasn't gonna plan on talking about it. Just kidding. Of course I was. But give me a little bit. I gotta go pee pee. You know I was gonna spread all that shit out today. Literally, open wide, Danielle story time. Bathroom again was on the toilet, so I'm gonna go back out and find a different toilet to empty my bladder in. Oh, Tina, we were just talking about my boom, boom, boom. Last night, Dan had the prize last night. I mean, guys, we both had the prize. I guess we must have. I know I was worried about that, Kara. So we had some boom, 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 and finally, now he's ready to go again. He's dreamt about it. He slept last night. Every rose has a thorn. That's right. But what happened was, after I had the magical experience together with my husband, I got a headache, I got a backache, and I'm lazy as fucking shit today. So that didn't do me any good. Now he wants all of the boom, 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 you know? Dan is a very sensual lover. He doesn't like quickies. He wants some long, drawn out tickles, flickies, fluffies, and, you know, blowing here, blowing there, tickles. I don't want all that. I don't have the time to spend 45 minutes to an hour every day. Dan wants everyday affair. Like, where is the quickies? You know, I was thinking I would tell him, no, it's not lucky. Because I'm in a phase of my life where I just don't want all the fluff, you know? The fluff. So I was thinking twice a week for, 45 minutes affair at night where the lights are off, maybe. But see, how do the people schedule this shit? People schedule their romance. People, what happens if we schedule it on a Tuesday, but I have explosive diarrhea? How do people, I don't want to do, So, I just but what if I try to give him the whole kit and caboodle twice a week when I feel like it, not when he feels like it. And the other times are in and out, 30 seconds max. I could do that, explosive diarrhea. Not everybody, but I probably agree with you that some people like defecation. Not my thing. So, I don't know. Anywho, so, anyhow, we all got it. 45 minutes. Yeah, The ferns kind of slow things down a little bit. It wasn't 45 minutes of actual, there would be too much chafing. But we were on the putting green, lots of fumbling around for me. And, I don't know, maybe it wasn't 45 minutes. Who knows? Anywho. So it wasn't in and out for 45 minutes. I definitely would need an ice pack. You know what I mean? There's a spider. I'm afraid it's gonna come get me. Get up there, little guy. Ah! No, I didn't want you to come to me. Go back up to your perch. Sorry. For all you spider-loving people, it had to go. I didn't want it to fall on me. Anyhow, so, carry on, we had sex. And it was orgasmic. With no, I let him have it. It didn't do me any good for the origami. Nothing helped it. My body's fucking weak. Is it still in shock? Should I go see a doctor? Why are you here today? Well, I'm feeling quite lazy. My heart rate was up a bit. Last night scattered. And I couldn't sleep. See, what happened was, it's been a while. And I had an origami. And well, after that explosion, I did, my body just was, lackluster. I should have been dancing. I should have been doing flips. I should have been screaming. I love shit, but I wasn't. So, that's my problem. Can you help me? Can you give me something to help me through this dreariness my body is feeling? What the fuck is it? Dan loves Kama Sutra. Dan wants anything to Kama Sutra. Anywho. So, now I'm in for it. This is why I've been holding out for so long. Not to mention, for over a month I was spotting. Nobody wants to touch that shit, you know what I mean? Tickle, tickle. What is that? So, whatever. So here we are today. The benefit of today is it's going to be, obviously, I need to relax. That was hard work. My body's still in shock. So I'm going to get a pedicure. I can't do it anymore. This is like over 3 weeks. Y'all, I have to go. So I'm not going to be going with fresh nails to the beach. You know what I mean? So I got to do it. I got to go in. So I'm going in for pedi and mani. And I'm still recovering from boom, boom, boom 3 weeks ago. So, anywho, black on the pony, back on the donkey, I like to call it. So yeah, I'm gonna go to Mexico with 2 week nails, but I can't last any longer, you guys. I can't. So maybe I'll make an appointment next week and have her just do like a clear coat on top, right? Just to kind of keep them fresh. Because in a week they're gonna get, whatever. So I did the basic white bitch yuppie shit, right? I finally bought the Tory Burch flip-flop. The basic bitch white Tory Burch. Because it's they call it the white basic bitch. The, I don't know, soccer mom shit. So I bought them. I bought myself a treat for my birthday because I'm gonna be wearing dresses and I don't just want to wear my Birkenstocks. So I thought, it's my 50th birthday. I'm gonna buy me some Tory Burch flip-flops. The ones you never buy because they're like $200. But I love flip-flops, so they go. You can, it's dressy. So I did it. They're coming today or tomorrow. Today, I can barely run 2 miles. So I'm waiting to hit 2, and then I'm gonna walk a little bit and run. It's gonna be a walk run kind of a day. Hi, Darls. So my birthday, I don't have him yet. So here's the thing. As far as my feet go, I have plantar fasciitis, blah blah blah. You know, so they're flat, but they look cute, and it's not like I'm going to be wearing them all day long. They're just going to be with maxi dresses, right? A little dressy uppy. Or flip-flops and socks. GSR. So Tory Burch, the basic bitch flip-flop, like with my Stanley Cup and the Lululemon. Anywho, you know, I have to have arch support too. Mama Bear, don't get it twisted. That's why I wear UFUs, Birks, and everything else that's podiatrically inclined for my feet. So, I mean, I can't believe that was only 2 months. Y'all, I'm dying. So I did it. And I bought a dress too. And a cover up. I love the cover up, by the way. I'll link it in my link tree. But it's cute. But the dress wouldn't come until after my trip. And I thought it would go so cute with my Tory Burch sandals. So, anywho, I had to cancel that order. So I'm back to the grind again. I have to find a couple dresses to wear at night, right? Just at night. Because during the day, I'll be in my bathing suits, hanging out with my fupa and my fat ass and my cellulite and my, 12 pounds of weight gain. So it is what it is. I've succumbed to the fact that you just eat up, good buttercup. Nothing's changing from now until Friday, a week from, who said B. Joe was a horrible person. Good. Adios. Another story I failed at was my daughter sent me, my daughter sent me a present. She did. Hannah, banana. So it came like 5 days ago. And I said, what the hell? Why is it so? Why now? Why? You know I have problems. What is the, what? So she said, just don't forget. It's Mother's Day and birthday. That's what she said. She said, because it's my birthday and then that next weekend is Mother's Day. So I said, well, I might open it. I had to, who sends a present 3 weeks early and just watches it every day? And it's from Viore. You know what I mean? And I love Viore. So how do I know what's in there, and how do you know I don't need it now? So after about 5 days of staring at the package, I opened it up yesterday. 2 weeks. I made it a week, all right? I made it a week. I thought that was good. Cute. She did good. And what's really cute about it is that I probably wouldn't have picked out the styles, you know what I mean? Or the color. But I like it. That's sometimes about gifts. It's great because she pushed me out of my box, if you will. So she got me a pair of shorts, which I love my Viore shorts. Green, like a pea green almost, but lighter. And a sports bra that matched. And then she bought me my favorite Viore pants, and it's like a legging, and they're black with stripes. Super cute. And of course the matching bra to go with it. I love their sports bras. So anywho, I said, well, the package got the best of me and I opened it up. And her biggest thing is, because I opened it up early, she doesn't want me to forget that she gave me a present. You know what I mean? I don't want you forgetting that I didn't give you a present, which you always do every year. So, shit. So I'm just gonna fuck with her and be like, where's my present, Hannah? But anyway, cute. It was cute. She's like, don't you like it? Did you not notice the matching? Hannah, first of all, it's hard not to notice the matching. And good job, honey. I love it. So I love it. It's the greatest thing. I can't wait to wear it. They're coming with me on my trip. Sure as shit is. So the running shorts are different than what I buy. I get the runners, which have the underwear in them. These ones are just regular. So I'm going to use those as like a fun with my Tory Burch sandals. So I got to find like a cute little tank top and let my fupa hang out. So anywho, that is what it is. Can you do a live from your trip? Of course we're doing lives from my trip. Get out of town. You think we would not? Come on. So I got this cute little jumpsuit. It was like $14.99. It's a romper. But it's a short romper. Oh my God. It's to die. It's to die. So I'm going to use that every day for my bathing suit cover up. So my birthday is May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. Does Grandpa take meds for sleep? No. The guy is already unsteady on his feet. Why the hell would we give him sleeping meds with as many times as to get up? Are you really single? Yes, every day of my life. Do you like swing sets? No. I'm too old. May 1st, yeah. So Hannah's birthday is tomorrow. Hi, Cyclist Grandma. Hannah's birthday, I kind of woke up in a panic. I was like, oh, I forgot to wish Hannah happy birthday. So she bought, with my money, of course, her birthday present a month early. She said she didn't open it up yet. She waited a month. Bullshit. Anyhow, she got a Garmin watch. Some of the questions. Allie, you know it. How old am I? 65. I'll be 65 on the 5th. Did we separate? Yeah, we separated like 3 weeks ago. Old news. I need to lose. Can I lose? I'd be happy with like, 7 pounds by next week. And again, here's the problem. My on the border tortilla chips with queso was my dinner last night. That's the problem. We're hitting a birthday cake and singing. I don't know. I don't really want that. But Delaney has stressed that we need to celebrate Hannah's birthday in Mexico. You know what I mean? So I said, well, that's right. I said, but do you know whose birthday and why we are going? You know what I mean? To Mexico. It's Auntie's birthday. Screw Hannah's birthday. And she's like, oh yeah, that's right. We're going for your birthday. That's right, little bitch. You better understand that. You better fuck Hannah. Jesus Christ. Where's her loyalties? Or eat earlier. I do. I don't snack. That was my dinner. Queso and chips. I did. So me and my fupa and cellulite and my 12 pounds will be hanging out, drinking some brewskis, enjoying my birthday weekend, eating, drinking, and living the life. Oh great, here comes Mr. Erection. Yes.
I just have to tell you, what do you got on? What is this? Should I say something really, really in poor taste?
Hold on a minute. Let me ask permission. Y'all, so rewind back to when we were doing lives together, right? And I had gag orders on left and right. But
What are you talking about?
Dan wants to know if he could come on and say what he needs to say in poor taste on my show. Sure, come on, honey. Everybody would love to hear it. Sure. Sure, Dan, just come on my live.
There's something about... All right, forget it. Forget it.
He doesn't even know how to do it.
I'm just going to get breathed for it.
He doesn't know how to do it appropriately. Like, he doesn't have the smooth operator communication style like I do, I'm a smooth operator in my communication freestyle. He can't do it without sounding crass and gross, like a man.
What?
Crass and gross.
crass and gross.
Crass.
Well, I can do it. I just think that,
What were you gonna say? Women are gonna come after you?
yeah, they're
Yeah, probably. Say it.
for objectifying.
A woman?
Objectifying a woman, yeah.
A vagina?
It's not a vagina.
Joanne, if you're here, abort.
Quite differently, it's the neck up and the voice and the whole thing. But Caitlin Collins, there's something so sexy
Clark?
about her. Collins.
Who's Caitlin Collins?
She's an announcer on CNN. Forget the station. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. Don't go into fucking politics because I ain't going there. But Caitlin Collins has this kind of raspy voice to go along with, her brain, which is really incredible. She's just, there's something about Caitlin Collins.
Great.
And it
Now
used to
I
be-
know who you were thinking about when we were getting it on last
It
night.
used to be Aaron Burnett, and now it's moved on to Caitlin Collins.
Is that who
That's
you-
how fucked up I am.
Is that how you
I
think?
thought Aaron Burnett was just the greatest thing since
Okay,
whatever.
so
it's really the brain.
Cole says her
It's
lips
the
are too
brain
small.
that's attractive.
So what
It
are you
just
saying
comes
about?
in a nice package.
What do you
so
say?
I can respect and objectify at the same time. Respect and objectify. Don't just objectify. You must respect. What car is that out there?
It's the pool guy.
You must respect before you objectify. And as long as you respect, you may objectify.
Okay.
I mean, she really is. There's something.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Now we all know who Dan's picturing when he's inside his wife.
Are they pissed off at me?
You know?
See, I gotta get on. What should I get on? TikTok or the other one?
What one?
What are you on?
I'm on both. See, listen, Dana. He just said leave fucking CNN alone. We watch CNN, we watch Fox News, we watch NBC, we watch them all because we don't close off our minds, our brains, and our eyes.
In fact,
We keep them wide open.
this whole thing
He
started.
does. He does love the anchor ladies.
I was texting my friends about the different objectifying. Again, this is locker room talk, so it's okay. I would never ever, outside of my friends, but we were talking about the women of cable news, including all of the stations. Some of them I don't even watch, but no, we were very open-minded when it comes to news women. Very open-minded. I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. Why let that get in the way?
Kim said Caitlin impresses her too.
What?
A smart and well-spoken reporter.
Who?
Who likes Chris Cuomo? Somebody thinks he's hot. Dan Mary.
Cuomo is
Dan Mary says go wash the windows.
Mary Blueberry?
No. Yeah. So basically, what happens is that's who he's thinking about. I had no other visions in my head last night than my rose opening up. He's thinking about Caitlin Collins. That's
what
great.
What are you on? Are you on your main one?
I'm on both.
No, I mean,
I don't have the other one, remember?
no.
Fucking TikTok. Anyhow. Okay, you can't be in here when you're doing
All
that.
right.
Oh,
When you get off, come on, man. Because all this Caitlin Collins stuff is getting me all
get the
worked
fuck
up.
out of here.
I
Go
mean,
get shoe fly.
Can we do
Shoot.
it while we're watching Caitlin Collins?
Get out. Dan, now you're gonna get people mad
I
at you.
know. But I'm doing it on purpose. I'm doing it on purpose.
I'm not into the Deadpool things. Not into that. But Anderson Cooper, Tina, I can see Anderson Cooper. Did you know his mom was Gloria Vanderbilt? I didn't even think about Bosa. Now, here's the problem with Bosa. He's a fine human specimen, right? Thighs, crotch, chest, six-pack.
You guys, one more thing. This is not about women. You guys remember Michael Avenatti? He's an attorney. He represented Stormy Daniels, and he went to jail for stealing from his clients and lying to the judge. I mean, the dude is just. And he was absolutely anti-Trump at the time he was representing Stormy. Now I hear he's testifying at the trial in New York. Michael Avenatti. Can you believe it?
Can't believe it.
From jail.
Can't believe it. Mute.
Blue.
Is that it? So, yeah, he's gone. He's gone. He can't help but interrupt. He cannot, right? But I'm the one who gets the shit for it when we're on lives together. You guys, I'm abused, I'm battered, and my vagina is verklempt this morning. That's a Monday morning for you. So, back to the origami. Has anybody ever felt depleted after they had one? Anybody? Anybody? Or who? Men, do you feel depleted after you explode inside of your man, woman, or hand? I don't know. I don't know. Encapsulated. No, it was not encapsulated last night. It was out for the public eye. It was out for Dan's eye. It was out for dogs, might have even seen it, and a pussycat or two. I don't know. I was open. My flower was being moistened and blooming. So, anywho, good morning. Thanks, Angie. Anywho, we'll get off the origami talk, but I feel so depleted today. It's not worth it. I don't like feeling like this. So yes, I opened up my present. My Tory Burch sandals are coming in. Oh, don't even ask. I can't believe I spent that much money on origami, GSR. So how do I put this without getting banned? Origami is like a union of the souls. It's a connection. It's another euphemism for a word that starts with an O that normally happens between a man, a woman, a battery operated device, or a hand or two, tongue. I don't know. So without saying the euphemism, did you smell the new alien fruit? No. Oh, I just love that. How did you remember that, Jenna? Yeah, GSR is not the act of an actual origami making. It's an act, all right, but it is an act between two lovers and is the end result, if you will. The end result of the big whipper. Dan said, the oil stopped, the oil change. The oil has been drained and it has been changed along with the filter. There is and I think there's been so many kinks in it because my oil lines have been dried, cracked, and in need of some, a change. Well, it came to a head last night. Came to a head. No, and you do not, Joanne, if you're here, get out. Mark, if you're here, I'm talking about my sex life with your brother or your son. Not where you want to be. It's normal human interaction, but he gave me a tremendous origami last night, if you must know. He was trained well. I don't know by who, but don't listen anymore. Anywho, so it was finally out of encapsulation, everything. And so now today, I'm feeling, no, you can't fake it. I don't fake shit. Did you? No. I was close. Well, that's your fault. I know. This time I let it flow. I let it out. The beast came out. Dan loved it. He came out to the door this morning, and you knew. Are we doing that again? That's the problem. That's the problem. You give them an inch, they want a fucking marathon. Bitch, keep it in your pants. We are good for at least 3 months. 3 months. He was so proud. He was like, yes, that was so great. We need to do it again. Get the fuck off. I got a headache. I got a backache. And today I'm dragging ass. But I'm tired. It was like an awakening. I can imagine when people get baptized, that's what it feels like. It's all encompassing. It's like your body goes through something. And I'd never been baptized, but I'm assuming, when you get dunked in the lake or wherever, people say it's awakening. And you just feel exuberated. You know, I'm kind of thinking that the spark plugs being changed and the oil being, yeah, but I'm tired. I don't like to feel like this. This is what happens. I don't want this shit anymore. Many death. Oh no. Sue, you're supposed to stay on your feet. I feel like a woman. No. Woo! Oh, I don't have the energy for that. Anyhow, I did not see God. I didn't see Jesus either. I didn't see Bosa's face. I just thought, holy shit, it's happening. Am I gonna die? Is my heart gonna stop? Am I gonna cry? No. I have to say it did feel interesting. It was different. Is it different because our bodies are going through changes? It felt really weird. My insides, I almost felt like my insides felt different. And Dan thought so too. Hi, Tim. Joanne, if you're watching, Mark, get the fuck out. You don't want to be here for this conversation. So, yeah, it was an awakening. It was kind of scary. Have you ever had those ones where you've actually had, it's been so, and I think I have to gear up to that, right? I think I have to work my kinks out, my grooves out, and maybe it'll get easier and more, not so debilitating. I don't know. Hi, Gadget. We're talking about my origami I had with my husband last night. Origami is a euphemism for the act of the finale between a man and a woman, or anybody that matter. So I feel like I need caffeine, No, but anywho, I have had that moment where a tear has fallen out of my eye, the intensity of it. Yeah, sexy time. There was a tear. It was so powerful, it brought a tear to my eye. Anybody else ever have that feeling? I'm slow cooking pot, about to dream of one, waiting. Huh? You're comparing it to eating food, GSR? What? Yeah, it's only happened to me one time. So precious, that's what Dan's saying. Well, honey, we got to get back in it because we got to iron out those kinks and get you working and fine-tuned. Yeah, you too, Gadget. Yeah, there's been times where I'm like, something is not right. My heart's speeding up. Is it stopping? Am I alive? Am I having a seizure? But yeah, no, I didn't scream. I'm not, yeah. GSR is comparing it to her crock pot full of food. Yes, GSR, sometimes I think the same thing, but I'm talking about my experience last night. It's like, Danielle's origami reminds me of Sloppy Joe's. I'm going to be making some of those up right now for lunch. Thank you, Danielle, for the great idea. You're welcome, GSR. Anywho, but yes, you don't need a man. You don't need a woman. I mean, you could do it yourself. You can do it with, devices. I'm just saying. Anyhow, Dan, testosterone for what? The mother clucker has still way too much testosterone. If I can take some out and sell it on the black market, I would. Just a little bit. Mac and cheese. The noises. Yeah, it was kind of wet. I've never heard of that, but that's about right. Yeah, I can't do it with my... So, it's like... Danielle's lovemaking reminds me of a Sloppy Joe. Man, I would like to take a bite out of one right now. It's got beef and it's got buns. Two of the items that you must have for a successful making of a Sloppy Joe. There you have it. Anywho, so Girl, what the fuck is wrong with you? Anywho, GSR, always coming in strong with the buns and the beef. Shit. Where do we, with a little bit of, with a little bit of sloppiness that comes out of the bun. True. It's all very heavy on the analogy, right? You got the bun, vagina, you got the beef, penis, and you got the shit in between that falls out and makes sounds. It's slippery when wet. It's about right. Sloppy Joe, I guess that's to describe a big origami-ish type of a ending from beginning to end. And then you look at your face after and you're just a mess. Anywho, yes. Dan loves my beef. Not just any roast beef. I've got the beef. And I think he's fallen in love with the beef. Mine, I can't say he would like another beef. I don't think so. You know, I would like to think not. Especially while I'm alive. At one point, he will, if I die before him, he'll have to fall in love with another beefy woman, but I don't know. What I'm Bob Ross. Painting by numbers. First you have the touch, the gentle touch, a slow tickle, a gentle massage. Sleep's coming in hot. Well, I just made me some sloppy joes. Are we talking about real sloppy joes or the sloppy joe that me and Dan had last night? Point behind them, putting the hot dog in a bun, people. Yeah, it is. I always say to Dan, you want to put your hot dog in my bun, baby? That's what I say. That's how I get to, do you want to put your Oscar Mayer wiener in my schnitzel? I don't know. I'll take a sec too. I have to call her back. My cousin's calling me. With garlic fried. Yeah, anywho, let's get off the sex talk and sloppy joes. So, I don't know, Doug. I haven't decided. I'm thinking I'm gonna go with a pink. So I don't know if I want like a hot pink or if I want like a baby blush pink. I haven't decided how I'm feeling. The shade of pink. I'm not quite sure yet what I'm feeling. So I don't know. To be determined. I'm feeling pink. That's all I know. So that was on the agenda today. I wanted to talk about that. The clothes, the birthday presents. I wanted to talk about Monday being blah, but I think it's from my acts of service last night. And I'm tired though. I need a nap. You know, a blush. I was thinking about that, but it's got to make it through an emotional. Like, is it going to make you cry? I thought about a blush. I saw somebody with a blush on yesterday at the soccer game. Oh, can I tell you, my Nuggets scored a hat trick yesterday. For those of you who don't know what a hat trick is in soccer, it is 3 goals. That's right. I posted try a nice light caramel. The fuck? It's not a caramel. My skin's caramel. And so on Patreon, he had an indirect kick he took and he nailed it. The guy is becoming a rock fucking star. I am so excited. I mean, he makes my soccer mom heart tingle, right? Because I had one of those. You know, my daughter, my oldest. Talked to my daughter yesterday. I am like crazy thinking she's going to be a 3L. Now, people don't know what a 3L is. She's in law school. And she's in a 4-year program. So every year is 1L, 2L, 3L, a 4L, right? So she is going to be a 3L. She is going to be finishing up her 2L program now. What? How did 2 years go by so quickly? What happened? She is going to be starting her 3rd year. I called her yesterday on the way home from the soccer game and I said, I don't understand. How are we entering in your 3rd year of law school? What? So in this program she's in, the 4th year is pretty much bar prep. So it's going to be really tough, but, oh, absolutely, because you're a proud mama, and you don't want him to burn an eye out or blow up his hair or, burn up his little thingy or hurt it. Hi, Susan. So, yeah, isn't that crazy? So, we were just talking about that. I said, when you're done prepping for bar, I'll take her somewhere as a cute little, like a little mom and daughter trip after the bar prep, or after she takes the bar. So I just can't believe it. Like, she's like, I know, right? GSR, that's been my problem lately too. Too much food on my mind, and now it's on my ass and in my fupa. Right in time for Cabo. I didn't plan that out very well. What did you do as work? For work, I work around my house. I take care of my father-in-law, my husband, my kids, my animals, laundry, plumbing, yard work, cleaning, bill payer, saver, banker. We'll just do that. I cater to everybody. I put myself last. But I'm beginning to put myself first a little bit more, but still not enough, because it's impossible to do that when you're the CEO of your household. I have enough work to last me the rest of my life, and I'm fine with that. I'm my chubby. I am a concubine. Yes, I'm a sex slave for my husband. And people put a lot of, they expect a lot out of me. That's a lot of work. Is doing the transgender stuff now. So that's not my daughter's doing the transgender stuff now. It's tough.
I was watching Caitlin Collins.
Yeah, Rachel, I can't imagine as a mom having that type of a journey. But, who are we? All we can do as parents is support, love, and just pray that they are safe, right? Let me look up new stadium. Oh, wow. So everything. And I think, Rachel, my biggest worry for any kid, I don't know how old your child is, we're talking about transgender. As a mom, I can only imagine how trying and how difficult that is, because all you want to do is support them, and make sure they are safe. And in the world we live in today, nobody is safe. No religion, no culture, no race, and nobody who, whether you're homosexual, heterosexual, transgender, the world is ugly. And we just want to make sure our babies are safe and they're happy and they don't get hurt in the process. I can't imagine. And that's my biggest worry as a parent and as a part of society that sees, these kids, these adults, these young adults making that decision and knowing that they are the way they are. And people try to tell them that they're not and try to change their ways. And no, you guys got to stop. All you can do is support them and love on them and give them guidance and help if they need it. Because I think the minute you fight back and tell them and try to change their thoughts, their feelings, that's when you get kickback. And I feel sorry for the kids that can't discuss it with their family. I feel sorry for the people who can't discuss it. Their parents, there should be their biggest support system because of the way they're going to react. Love, kindness, empathy, compassion. That's it. That's all we need. And this world is too full of shit. 27. Rachel, can I ask what their gender was at birth? If you don't mind. If it's too much, you don't have to share. I'm a big proponent of everybody. I don't care. Son is gay, I don't know for sure, but and that's the thing, Anderson. Who cares? Who cares what they are? Who cares who they love? Who cares how they relate? Right? Why hate on people that feel like they're trapped in a body that doesn't belong to them? Why hate on people for loving the opposite sex? Why? What does it bother you for? And why let it bother you? It's not your shit. And Anderson, at the end of the day, that's all we want for our kids. You want them happy. You want them feeling whole. You want them feeling proud of who they are. My friend was a girl. Her name is Ruth, I know. And that's the thing. I just cannot believe that people care. You know, I've had friends like, it bothers me because they teach this stuff in schools and on TV and social media. Okay. I have a trouble with that. I have trouble with that statement. Now, boy, okay. I have trouble when people say that. And this is not political. This is about love. This is about kindness. And everybody wants it to watch. Somebody will be on here trying to switch it to politics. And it's not. Ignorance is bliss to me. It's stupid. Why wouldn't we talk about these things? Now everybody has their boundaries. I get it. I can see both sides of it, but my side is this. We're here, we're in it, we see it. Why not talk about it? Schools, education is supposed to be a learning experience. We're supposed to learn about our past, we're supposed to learn about our future, and we're supposed to learn about our present, and be open-minded and not have extreme judgments. College is the same way. Free thinking. Oh, Rachel, that's hard. Free thinkers. We are trying to raise free thinkers. And here's the thing. In order to be free thinkers, you have to be an open-minder. And if you feel a certain way about what's being taught in schools, I want my kids to develop and to have their own thought process, right? By eradicating certain things from schools, what you're telling them is there's certain things to talk about and certain things you don't talk about. Bullshit. Bullshit. We are in a new world. Oh, Ruby, I love that. And good for you. They aren't trying to switch their minds. They're trying to educate them to be full thinkers. They are trying to educate them so they can develop their own opinions, their own thoughts. What the fuck is wrong with that? Wake up, people. Free thinkers. It is in the schools. There are kids struggling every day in these schools with their sexuality and how and who they relate to, whether it's female or man to female. What is wrong with people? What is wrong with people? They are trying to find their ways, and yet when we say it shouldn't happen in the schools, what are you sending the message of? What kind of message are you setting when you say no to that knowledge? We don't talk about that. Why? Why won't you talk about it?
Why don't we talk about it?
Because you don't like it? Fuck that. It's happening all around you.
What's happening?
We're talking about there's people on here who have, children that are gay and transgender, some going through the change, and, somebody came on and said, well, I have a problem with them putting and implementing in our schools and all that stuff. And I hate that statement because That's a closed-minded look on the view. And school is supposed to be about open thinkers, trying to give our kids the tools for them to free thinkers. And it surrounds them every day. They see these different children, adults, young adults, struggling with who they are. And instead of supporting them, they want to shit on them and make them feel like they can't come out and they can't discuss their journey. Fuck that. I don't agree with that.
I would be very careful before doing anything physical, like, medicinal or surgical, but absolutely explore everything you want to explore.
Yeah. I mean, I have my own, fine lines about, I would think, like, if my 9-year-old came to me, or my 6-year-old, which it happens, I wouldn't want them to go through any drastic changes yet until they're older. But if they wanted to change their clothing or their hair, I would support them in those ways. But yeah, I don't like those. I hate the people who cut off their nose to spite their face, because this shit is real. Kids are killing themselves every day because of these struggles, because they're not accepted, and because people want to write this shit out of society. You can't change that. It's happening all around us. Who cares if people are gay? Who cares if people want to dress a different way? Transgender, who cares? It doesn't bother you. And feel empathy and love to the people who are feeling conflicted in their own bodies. What? How does that bother you? And as much as it bothers you, imagine how that person is feeling inside their own mind. Imagine how that child, that young adult, is feeling the conflict, the worry that they're gonna get hate, beat up, not accepted by society because of those closed-minded people. Fuck that. And there are certain things I will talk about because there are certain things that plague my soul. I see people, you guys talk to me about your children going through the change or worried because they're gay, and we know what happens to people who come out. As parents, we want our kids safe. We want them happy. We want them flourishing. But in a world like we live in today, it is fucking scary. It's scary for them, especially. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry that people are so mean. I'm sorry that the world can't let it go. I'm sorry that you live with that worry every day. And that fucking worry will take you to the grave, because you will always worry. You will always worry about your kid because they don't fit into society. Fuck that. And I'm sorry. I couldn't imagine having a kid right now in either LGBTQ, whatever. I couldn't imagine, because of what I see, what I read, and what I hear on comments. And Anderson, you should always love your son. Who fucking cares? And the parents that turn their kids away, the parents who turn their back on their kids because of who they are and because they don't fit into their mold, shame. Shame. Shameful. And all you have to do is repent and follow the gospel? No. The gospel, the repenting, doesn't change who you are as a person. I can't with that. It's either political or religious. Religion cannot change a fucking person in that way. If you are that way inclined, that is who you are. Accept it. They can still be a practicing religious whatever. Stop shunning them. I was raped and beaten in early 70s and had 3 friends killed for being homosexual. I'm a 65-year-old lesbian still alive by the grace of God. Jesus, Dylan, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. How horrible to be beaten because of a choice that you make for yourself, for your happiness. I'm sorry. It's really sad. The Bible, if we want to look, and you're right, the Bible doesn't say to shun anybody. But people use the Bible as a way to validate what not to be or how not to be. Who's to say? Who's to say that? Marcella, I get it. I worry for all your kids. I worry for the things I see. And, you know, I worry. I just worry. I worry in general. But it's just sad. It's just fucking sad. And I'm sorry, because we stress out as parents enough as it is. But to be able to have the additional stress of, and imagine the looks, you know, the hatred that comes and emanates. I mean, look at it. It's fucking disgusting. You can't win, Rachel, not in this world. All you can do is love your kids, support them, and appreciate them for the wonderful souls they are. Because they choose their sexual, because they choose a different way, right? People look at them. Why? Why? Let them live their lives peaceful. Let them live their lives the way they want to. It doesn't affect any fucking body. But just imagine the other people, if you're thinking one way, and feel how they feel already conflicted because society doesn't accept. Shame on you people. Shame on you people. Who cares? Who cares? Anyhow, sorry. You know, Carissa, me too, you know, with the Caitlyn Jenner. Now, again, she is who she is. And because, you know, she was an Olympian and all this shit, she kept it hidden because she wasn't socially who cares? But it's because society makes it difficult to be you. You know? Society, and I'm glad, Marcella, because she's able and because her mother loves her and supports her. You know? But it's still, you need to feel safe in this world. You need more than just your parents' support, because the outside world is scary. I do too. I believe GSR, and we you know, everybody has their own beliefs, and I don't poo-poo anybody's, you know, I can see both sides to almost anything. But I do believe it's something that people don't believe it. You know, people are like, it's just a phase. Who says? Who says it's just a phase? How do you know what that person is feeling? Those are their feelings. I always say, your feelings are your own. Do not let people tell you how you should feel and what you are feeling. How do you know what they're feeling? How do you know? Stop speaking for the people who are inflicted. Stop speaking for the people who feel trapped. I feel that they are born with it. I believe there should be boundaries, there should be lines as parents at the beginning. I do believe we shouldn't do anything drastic, like I said, but I do believe in still full support. And coming to an understanding with your child, right, as they're young and growing up and maturing, that, hey, when we get to this point, if we still feel that way, then that's what we do, and you will have my full support. I'm able to speak on this. I feel like I need to start a platform. I think so too. As a parent, Rachel, as a parent, because you know how many parents there are that don't want to talk about it for various reasons, whether they're ashamed, it doesn't fit in their box, whether it's religious or just who they are, or they're embarrassed, or, you know, whatever their stupid thought process is. And yes, I said stupid thought process, especially if they're not supporting their kids. And for the people who maybe aren't brave enough to speak out on it yet, right? I think for the people who also aren't brave enough to speak out about it, because there are parents who are scared because of friends and family and maybe just not fully being an acceptance yet. I guess publicly, I think you should and you could be a voice, 100%. Terry, if you're a good person, if you have a good heart, if you have empathy and kindness and love, I don't care who the fuck you are. I don't care who the fuck you are. And that's just how I feel. And that's how it should be, right? That's what love is. That's what compassion is. It's open-mindedness. I always talk about open your eyes. Open your eyes. I think so too, Rachel. I think it's not a bad idea. I think I would support you. I would support you. I think it's a great thing to do. It's so important. It's so important today in this world. Now, you have to be ready. You have to be ready for the trolls and the hate, because you will get a lot of it. You will get a lot of it. But the people who support you and appreciate you will be there to back you up. So love is telling the truth and not, love is just being able to open up and listen to people and understand them. Now, you can't fully understand somebody, right? Because if we're not in the same shoes, but you can have an open mind about their struggles and their journey. That's it. People don't get it. But again, I believe people that have closed minds don't get it because they don't want to. So, anyhow, my heart goes out to all of you. My heart goes out to anybody who's experienced any hate for being who you are. My thoughts, my apologies to everybody who is, watching their kids get fucking bullied because of their choices. People not wanting to shut them up. People don't want to learn about it. That's hurtful. Everybody should educate yourselves. I see that. Everybody should educate yourselves before you open up to something that doesn't plague you, but plagues somebody else. Have compassion. Compassion. Fuck, we are missing compassion. Fuck, who cares what somebody else chooses to do? If I want to stick my tongue down another woman's throat or anywhere else, it's my prerogative. Who are you to tell me what to do with it? If I want to look like a tomboy for whatever reasons, who cares? Why do people want to judge and have so much evil in their minds and their hearts? It doesn't bother me what they do with their body. Jesus. Speaking of that, I watched, anybody see the movie, what is it called? A Man Named Otto. I think it's A Man Named Otto with Tom Hanks. So we finally, be age mandated like alcohol. LGBTQ should be age mandated? Jesus Christ. Get that loony off. Thanks. 21 and over. Okay. That's obviously a woman rights sucker. Anyhow. Jesus. Can you report that one? That's the problem. That is the problem with society. That is the problem with society. How are you gonna fucking put an age limit on somebody's sexuality? I say it should be mandated that if you're not like alcohol, okay, the fuck goes along with taking away women's rights? Idiot. Anywho. Oh, Lord. Well, and that's what worries. Think about all those kids that end their lives because of not being accepted, not being loved for who they are, and not having understanding. Fuck. It is disgusting. Yeah, let's mandate. Let's make it worse. Let's make mental illness worse. Let's make depression worse. Fuck people. Okay, let me get off of that. Anyhow, A Man Named Otto. It was I really liked it. It was interesting perspective. No, Eswar, you may not be here. You know what I mean? If you don't like my fucking abusive words, this isn't the fucking place for you. Anywho, it was a cute movie. Anybody see it with Tom Hanks? And it was really interesting because, they touched on the transgender and the child, she was a girl, had an experience with his wife that had died. And I loved all those different conflicts that they brought into the movie. I thought it was great. I thought, yeah, more freaking government interference, right? What are they gonna put you, a fucking chip? So it was really good. So Dan and I started watching it the other night, and we finally finished it last night. So I enjoyed that. But that's what it reminds me of, the conflicts of life, depression, sadness, and the people who, came together despite their beliefs, right, and their sadness and everything else. They changed each other. And I just wish society could be more like that. You know what I mean? Put aside your differences and embrace them for who they are. And that's what I got. That's the message I got out of that movie. I laughed a lot too. I mean, Nicole, I don't know. Shape of Water. Yeah, I don't know if I kind of think I've seen that. But I laughed. I cried and I laughed. The cat, there's so many different things and that's what I'm saying. Otto was a closed-minded individual because of his anger. And these people came in his path and changed him, right? That's simple. I mean, it's just simple life, right? Being able to start opening up your mind and your heart and seeing the greatness that can come with it. I giggled so much in the movie with, all his attempts at taking his own life. And there's somebody who's always getting in the way. And the ironic thing that he ended up dying of a big heart. And in the end of the movie, he had a big heart. He had a big heart. And it was great. What?
John messaged
I cannot do it. I prepare everything for the trip. I cannot do that. So if you want to go, since you don't do anything to prepare, you're free to go and meet John. But I cannot go. And you really want to leave Grandpa again? Like, there's a lot of issues. But if you want to go with John. I'm sure John would like to go. Anyhow. When I'm walking, I strut stuff, and I'm so strong out. I'm high as a kite, I just might stop to check you out.
Would you go on?
No, it's let me go on.
Let me go on.
Anyhow, so there's been so many things that potentially, if we weren't going to Cabo next week, that the Berkeley students, they have their showing of the work that they've accumulated so far of us and Ed, debuting on the 2nd. We leave Thursday. We have the Violent Femmes. We have a potential, we could go to their concert Thursday, but it's in San Francisco. There's just, there's so much going on, and we leave the next morning, right? So I've got to prepare the house. I got to get the note out for Jennifer, the dog situated and packing and all that stuff. So Dan knows that I can't go. I've already told him about it, but the trendiness. Yes, there is some trendiness. I can agree with you on that. But yeah, so I can't go. I mean, I just can't go. I'm a planner. I can't, it's too much for me. So I told Dan, I just told him, he really wants to go. I think he would have fun. So I think he should take his friend who is in the Bay Area and they can go. You know, Dan doesn't prepare anything anyway. So it's not like I need him home, you know, but no, I cannot go. I cannot go. So I hope so too. I really do. I mean, I think we will have a good time. I think, you know, Hannah and her friends are going, and I think everybody's just excited. The girls haven't been to Cabo. Hannah's been to Cabo, but her friends haven't. And, you know, the kids, the nuggets. Delaney stole my phone yesterday. Hannah FaceTimed me because she knew I was with the baby yesterday. And then Delaney stole my phone. So the kids are excited to be with Hannah and Andrew, and it will be fun. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to just being able to have time away, and knowing Jennifer will be here with the animals, taking care of the house, that type of stuff. Hannah's not a partier, you know. Hannah's not a big partier. Her friends are partiers, but she's not a big partier. So she's so excited to be with the kids. And as am I, you guys. One of the best presents, you know, anybody could ever give me would be a vacation with my family. My nieces, my niece, my nephews, Josh and Rocky, and my kids. To me, that is one of the best ways I could possibly spend. Jennifer can't go because she's in finals. So she's in finals. And I wanted to go, you know, on my birthday. That was the whole intent. She wanted me to change it. But if we changed it, then Rocky and the kids can't go because of soccer and all that stuff. Thanks, Allie. That's my happiness. And if I could have had some of my brothers there, and that would have even been better. But, you know, people have their lives. They have work. They have things that just can't. It is what it is. An angry cat. Yeah. Mark will keep Grandpa texting me because her friends, speaking of, are both sick. Both of the girls that are going, which is perfect timing, but it sucks for Hannah. So anyhow, I hope, you know, I mean, you know, my happiness is running around after Dylan. You know, the plane rides might not be so nice, but Dylan would be fun, and just, I'm excited. You know, I hope it will be like I think it's going to be. Yeah. Here's my thing. I was very, very conflicted about the grandpa thing, and now I'm just like, you know what? It is what it is. You know what? Mark's going to have to figure it out. And I'm not going to worry about it because I need this. I need time away. I need, you know, and it's not like it's a week. It's only 4 days. You know, it's just not enough time. And so I've let it go. I'm like, it is what it is. You know what, Mark? Good luck. Good luck. And have fun. And don't call me. And don't call down to bitch. Because this is our vacation. Yeah, and I don't think, you know, a lot of things have changed for Ed, right? A lot of things have changed in the last 7 months. And people just don't get it. They don't know. And he's going to find out. And I just don't want them calling. You know, I really want us to be able to enjoy, but I know it's not going to happen. So I'm excited, you know. I'll leave my phone in the room. I technically can. because, except Jennifer. Oh my God, by myself, I would be bored. My grandpa lives with me. I have no help. I know, Anderson, that's tough. It's tough. I mean, and I'm, oh, Dylan, that's funny, Rachel. And that's my thing. Like, I just want to go. I want to have fun. I want to giggle. I want to eat. I want to drink. I want to swim. I want to get a tan. I want to spend quality time with my family. And, you know, I mean, I'll miss Jennifer, but yeah, and it will be. I mean, that's just what I can get away for right now. I was 4 days, you know, that's what we feel comfortable going away for. So we get back Tuesday. So we'll be gone Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and get back Tuesday. So, I know I haven't had a vacation in, like, I went to Nashville, but by myself, which was nice. Last year ago, October. But you know, it'll fly too quickly. I'll be really sad. And then we'll probably come home to Ed, you know, on that day. So we won't even have any downtime. It'll be directly right back into. Anyhow, it is what it is. All right, guys. Oh yeah, we did go to my brother's wedding, but that was at the time I came home sick. Good old Corona. And then, yeah, you're right. I did go in June for my brother's wedding, but that was like 3 days. That was so quick. Yeah, I mean, I do, like, you know, I go and get my PT done. I get my cupping done. And like, it was so funny yesterday because the Berkeley people were here. Well, one of the Berkeley, journalists was here. He wanted to put more of me in the clips and I came outside and I followed him out and I came and got my trimmers and he was like, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Well, I gotta fit. There's a couple things I needed to do in the yard today, but you were coming and I had a game and, you know, I just haven't had time. So I'm going to go trim my one vine vineyard." And so he said, "Do you mind if I get some footage of you out there cutting and doing?" I said, "No, it's my life. Come film away." So he did. I was literally hedging my one vine vineyard and trimming some trees and he videoed me. So yeah. And maybe Michelle, maybe we'll have him keep him so we have a night just to unwind. I don't know. So I don't know what we're going to do, you guys. The countdown is on. And so I'm excited. And I just can't wait. I cannot wait. So anyhow, all right, you guys. So yes, the Berkeley students. So actually, Auntie Linda, so Ed's sister is coming in on Wednesday. So they're doing a big family get together on Sunday. And so the Berkeley students are coming in and going to Carrie's house, and they're going to film the family like get together too to kind of finalize the project. Yeah. And then they present on the 2nd. So anyhow, remember, you are important. You are worthy and you matter, and your feelings are just that, yours. Don't let anybody rain on your sunshine, your feelings, or anything else, because you know what? It takes a lot to shine in this world, and finding our inner strength is always a struggle. But when you do and you start shining, tell people to fuck off and set your boundaries. Because you know what? It takes a long time to find that shine. And when you do, enjoy it, love it, and embrace it. There you have it. I will see you guys later. Peace. Sloppy Joes. GSR. Hide me. I'm gonna be fucked. Literally. Anyhow, I gotta go. Bye.